Hello my dear friends, welcome to Instant Electronic channel. This is Uncle Misha and we have yet another Anker product. This time is another USB-C based charger. So this one is Anker 300 I wish, 30 watts, 1C, I don't know, that stands for Charger Black. So this is type of Anker 511 chargers, Nano 330 watts. And doesn't really have much of a specification right here. It has fast charging via leading technology and 24 months warranty. Series 5, whatever it means. So just let this thing open and see what's inside. Alright, so here we are. Let's see what's inside. And what's inside is pretty simplistic packaging with Anker pamphlet little thingy, the super tiny user manual, which says pretty much nothing. Oh yeah, there are some specs here. So let's read some specs in English. Okay, input doesn't matter. So output 5 volt 3 amp, 9 volt 3 amp, 15 volt 2 amp, so 30 watts, 28 watt, 27 watts, 20 volt 1.5 amp. So this thing is cool. It supports from 5 to 20, and then we have programmable power supply which can go 3.3 volt to 11 at 3 amp max. Okay, obviously 11 volt by 3 amp, and 3.3 volt to 16 volt at 2 amp max. Actually pretty cool power supply. Oh, they even specify average efficiency, which is at 82%. Efficiency on low load 10%. Yeah, curious. Efficiency at low load 70%. That's kind of weird. No load power consumption 60 milliwatt, which is actually amazing. I don't know if this is all true, but let me check this out. Okay, let's first look at the device. So it's it's super tiny. I wish I could open it, but probably won't. Let me weigh the thingy. So I have a little scale here, and it weighs 38 grams. Which is not too bad, much lighter than some other devices I have, but it still has like half to it, so this is probably not just a kind of a bunch of diodes, one capacitor, one transformer. Yeah, okay, so IQ3, and here are some spec here as well, pretty much what they were in the little here manual. So I'm super looking forward to power it up and see what's going on here. So for testing I have prepared USB-C to USB-C cable, USB-C tester and drop as a load. Okay, so what are you gonna do? I'm gonna plop this in here. I'm gonna pull this out. I need to come up with some better solution than that. Okay. So we're right there in the protocol trigger. We need to move back. So let's do protocol detection and see. Yeah, it's stiff. And see what kind of protocol this thing supports. You have to hold this button, I think, which is dangerous. Then you have to hit this button. I think you're gonna be doing some detections. For some reason, it does not support Qualcomm 20 volt. 5, 9, 12 supported. No 15. Qualcomm QC30, Samsung 9 volt, Type-C power delivery. Huawei protocols are not supported. Okay. Let's go into protocol triggers. Backwards. Okay, and always like forget what button to hit here. Do we have program where we don't? Type-C power delivery, okay, I see. Qualcomm 20. Okay, 5 volts. Let me connect USB-C. Plop. We connect USB-C to DROC. That's going to be our load. Okay. So 5 volt. Yikes. Just two screens right here. I need to come up with better solution, as I mentioned. Let's crank it up. So 5 volt 3 amp is promised. So this thing cannot do more than 3 amps. This doesn't matter what the voltage is. It's interesting that this device says here 5.2 volt. This is 477. This is, we have a little bit of a problem with losses into this wire, so I have to get the better USB-C, preferably shorter. The current not going to be dropping, the voltage going to be dropping obviously, because it's going to be, yeah, you see at 3 amps, it's actually doing 3 amps through this wire, but then look at the voltage. Yeah, so 5.228, 4.5, like 4.6, yeah, it's ridiculous, but it goes. So obviously energy going to be lost in this wire. It's pretty long wire, so I think it's 6 feet. 3.3, wow, it's going. 3.7. This thing could do 3.7. Oh really? Just like this? Look, it's completely triggered. Or it's completely dead. Whew. That'll be hilarious. Sorry, Anker, I busted your Anker. Okay, it just was in protection. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's connect this back on. Let's go and kick some higher voltages. Wait, what? I turned into the wrong way. That's clearly a problem. Wow, it's actually, you need to wait before the capacitors are discharging here or something, because it still keeps the protection mode. Okay, let's wait. Okay, I think it's enough. Jeez, what's happening? Okay, so let's connect it. Nine volt. Okay. Let me refresh my memory. What do we have? So probably 3 amp as well. So this thing's supposed to go at 3 amp at 9 volt. .9 there and 8.6 here. Okay, I don't think it actually lost it. I don't think it lost it. It didn't even hit 3 amps. Am I crazy? 9 volt, 3 amps. Let's go here. Ah, it's a, you see, it's like a, okay. Interesting, does nothing really. Oh, cool. All right. We are in power delivery menu. Let's see how that's gonna fly. In power delivery menu, it supports 5, 9, 15, 20. Then there is a, yeah, it's actually figured it out. Range of 0.3 to 11 at 3 amp and range 0.3 to 16, 30, sorry, 3.3 I meant, at 2 amp. So this is cool. It's actually pretty smart in this regard. Let's see. 9 volt 3 amp mode. Oh yeah, 15 volt. I don't know why it cranks up, it's no load pretty much. $20 volt. Nice. 20 volt 1.5 amp. Let's see how that's gonna work. Oh wow, it's really spinning. I haven't actually seen any of my devices doing 20 volts. 125, which is cool. Check the voltage drop. It still exists, but not as much in a relative term. 135, 1.4. Wow, that's loud. 1.5. So yeah, it's like 20 volt, 19.5 on this side. Half a volt pretty much being dropped in the wires. 31 watt of energy being transferred right now. 167, 164, 74. Wow. Okay, this is pretty good. So this thing, not gonna check other voltages because it doesn't really matter if it's crank out 20 volt, 1.7 amp. This is actually pretty decent. I would say my conclusion. This guy is doing well. The only what's left is actually to plug it into some kind of device and see how long it's gonna last at some significant load. Let me try, for example, do 5 volt 3 amp. Just 5 volt 3 amp without any shenanigans. Okay. And just let it go. And then we will see how hot this thing gonna get. Alright, we have 2.98, 307 here, plus minus. Okay, just let it go, because this thing is already kind of getting warm. Let's see how much this thing gonna get warm. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it here for some time. So I am back. So after about half an hour of actually working, this thing seems to be barely warm to touch. So 5 volt 307 amp is actually doing okay. Yeah, I can leave it with something like that for a while, but for now, I think for the sake of this video, I can say this thing didn't get too crazy hot. It's just barely warm. So I think it's going to be working quite well. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like to see more review of different products, especially power product like charger, power bank, please subscribe. Like this video if you think this is useful. Stay safe and see you next time. Ciao.